Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. And I'm available anywhere that you listen to podcasts, okay, and your radio shows. So get on it, okay? Let's do this. I love to connect with you and promote what you got going on. Let's get it. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on the Blueprint Live, Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live with your girl, MzMetchi. Brought to you by Philly 101.5 and Indie 95.3 and Fluent Radio. Shout out to our partners, Be Your Own Kind and MzWTT, honey. And thank you to our amazing sponsors, Tax Strategy, Black Dollar Days, Fiya Infusions, and last but not least, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Okay, tune in every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in Philly. All right, y'all, it's showtime. Let's get it.
Exposed. Could I be a role model without having to pose?
Y'all, I was having technical difficulties.
Really
hey.
Don't tell me to hold on when I'm
it was a lot going on. I'm like, what is the problem?
Like
I'm just trying to get on air, baby. I'm just trying to get on air.
Part of myself, father from braille. I'm numb to the feel,
I'm just jamming out real quick. I said I was started off on the R&B vibe.
Everything
lit. Hey, Lauren. And Tracy, what's going on, y'all? Y'all, oh my goodness. I was just like this. I was like, what is going on? I had to like switch some stuff out because y'all know I'm like, look, I wanna see what's going on. Okay. Welcome back to another week of the Blueprint Live. I'm happy. Oh, y'all, I'm so happy to be back this week. I missed you all last week, but as you all know, it was a lot going on and I just needed some time. So I am very, very, very thankful to be back on tonight. She said, hey, beautiful. Hey, y'all like it? Okay. So look, for those that might want to know, you might not, but I'm going to tell you anyway. My unit that I have on tonight, if you're tuning in live on our Facebook and YouTube live feed, okay, this is by Annie So. Okay. Now, she is a synthetic, okay? So we're not going to keep her for a long time, but we're going to keep her for a good time. And we are going to have a good time tonight, okay? If you haven't already, make sure that you are following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms. Just type in at the BP Media Code and we'll pop right up. And make sure that you're following me, your girl, MzMetchi, on all platforms. Literally just type it in and you all know I'm going to pop right up, okay? Got a shout out to all of my listeners that are tuning in from Chicago, Jersey, Philly, and Houston. Hey, y'all, what's going on? And of course, all of my listeners that are tuning in with us tonight on Fluent Radio, Philly Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media, okay? Last but not least, I have to shout out my amazing sponsors because where would I be without you? Okay. Shout out to Black Dollar Days, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions, okay? Their sponsorship and their being able to promote on the show and just, having their name mentioned is doing phenomenal numbers. So if you all are interested in advertising with me, don't hesitate to reach out. Because remember, the Blueprint Live, although y'all see my face every week, it's not about me. It is literally about you, okay? I'm here to promote you and what you've got going on. Tonight's topic, okay, look, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I tell you every time that probably one of the most difficult aspects of the show is not actually doing the show, or putting everything together. It's literally trying to find a topic. So what I've done for myself, because it makes my life a heck of a lot easier, is I'm like this. I want the topic to find me. And I kid you not, I saw this particular one a couple it was actually the week that I was off. And I said, "Oh my goodness, I have to talk to my listeners about this." And I saw it was like a random meme or something on Facebook. But this is what we're talking about tonight. Why is the pressure to be the bigger person always placed on the person who was wronged? Okay? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been minding my business and being just real cute and going to work and all this other stuff. So this particular topic, I have something to contribute to it, but this one isn't coming from personal experience. Okay. I have had to be the bigger person before, but luckily I don't keep a lot of people that I have to be bigger than all the time around me. So, but we're going to jump more into that later on tonight. So I want you all to make sure that you tune in later on in the show. And that's going to be tonight's topic. Okay. If you're just joining me, I want you to drop your business in the comments. Okay. If you're tuning in on our live feed on Facebook and YouTube, we try to get real interactive. Okay, honey, we're getting interactive. So make sure that you come and drop your business in the comments. If you're not a business owner and you're just tuning in because, the segments are bomb. Okay. The segments are bomb. Then what I want you to do is to just go ahead. You can drop a friend, a family member, a coworker, anyone that you know that's going hard out here. They want to be a guest on the show. I mean, if you think that they will be good to introduce to the audience, make sure that you tag them, because I always go back and I look through the comments and make sure that I'm following anyone that I haven't been following already. So drop that mixtape. If you have a book, okay, you have an event that's coming up, I want to know so that we can support and we can make sure that it gets eyes on it. Okay. That's what we're doing tonight. Okay. Now I don't have a special guest, so y'all just have me, and baby, we are going to get into it. Okay. We're going to get into it tonight. But first, I think that it's good to go ahead and jump into tonight's Hate It and Love It. What do you all think?
All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
Okay, a few things went on this week. First off, everybody, if you haven't already, you should be off work by now. If you're still logged in, log out. It's totally okay. Tonight I'm drinking mango peach simply lemonade with the liquor in it. Let me go ahead and take a sip. So there were it's been a lot of developments. It's been a lot of development since I've been off from you all that I can now openly share. Mike said, "I thought I was your guest." Bye, Mike. Yeah, shout out to DJ MzMetchi. Okay, and y'all make sure. Okay, first off, we'll add this in as a love it since Mike is tuning in. Did y'all know DJ MzMetchi is on Showtime's The Chi? Okay. It's a pretty big deal. Okay. So that's the love it this week. I'm shouting out my friend. Mike, I'm so proud of you. Like, y'all don't even understand. There are a lot of people, especially from the Chicagoland area, and baby, if you know, okay, that they overhype. They're talking about what they're doing, but it's no action behind it. So Mike has definitely been doing his thing, and he has the action. So y'all make sure y'all book him, okay? Book him. And look, come with your coins, okay? Because we're not doing that. He doesn't diddly dad, okay? My friends don't diddly dad. He's not doing that. But no, he is really, really the GOAT out here. And if you all are not in tune, make sure y'all follow him. Mike, please tag your DJ MH to the page in the comments so that they can follow you and book if need be. So yes. The realist, of course. You know what? Look, this is the thing. The last couple weeks, it's been a winning season for all of my friends. I mean, I just got a call from my girlfriend. She's like, "Sis, she had gotten the job that she wanted to get." People don't believe there's not no movement out here in the streets. Speaking of which, I actually want to share. I want to share something. So I'm going to get it kind of queued up here, but let me start it off. Let's go ahead and go in with the hated it, because there's been a lot going on this particular week. So you all know that I was out last week, and I'm bringing it up because I want y'all to see. Because of course we gotta talk about it, baby. Um, y'all, Bob Barker died, and look, if y'all didn't watch The Price is Right, if y'all didn't sit with y'all grandmothers or y'all grandfathers and watch it, shame on you. Okay, but I was really really sad, and I'm gonna take that off in just a second because we're gonna get into that. Big announcement. He passed, and it was like, my hated it this week was that it's like I found myself after my uncle passed, that I was, you know, you get those feelings of like that nostalgia. It kind of hits you when it all settles in. And when I saw the announcement that he had passed, it immediately made me think about my grandmother because baby, when we used to go over there in the summertime, 10:30 every weekday. We were watching The Price is Right, okay? Like this was before day camp, this was before all of that. So, losing people where it's just like, they're attached to like those core memories that you have from when you were younger. I'm just like, dang, that kind of sucks a little bit. That kind of sucks. But rest in peace to Bob Barker. And the crazy part about it is, let me tell y'all how these fools, I'm gonna add it on. This is a tailgate hated it to the fact that he's gone. Somebody said, because he passed at 99 years old, they said he almost got to 100. And baby, when I tell you, real tears in my eyes, I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. Keita said, man, Price is Right was my show. I love The Price is Right. If you didn't love The Price is Right, if like Jeopardy was the one that I'm just like this, I'll tell anybody in a heartbeat, I am smart, but I'm not like, okay, I can spit off this fact from 1917. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not even that. I'm more of a like Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right girl, Family Feud. I kind of like fun stuff like that. But The Price is Right was my show. So that's the hated it. And for people that was making the ignorant comments, y'all crazy as hell. Okay, DJ, make sure to drop his information. Y'all make sure y'all get in tune. Okay, baby, you have an event. Where all my corporate people at? Get near, okay? Get near. Are y'all laughing at me because I like The Price is Right? Don't do that. All right, so I got a lot of people tuning in with me. Hey y'all, what's going on? So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring up my love it. Okay, this is the love it. This is the love it, and I can finally announce it. I'm so excited. I'm grabbing my cocktail. Okay, 2 sips. You all, I can finally. It is official. We were just waiting on the green light. But on October 6th at the DuSable Museum, baby, I'll be getting inducted into the Black Women's Professional League here in Chicago. Yes. And then the induction will take place at the 40 under 40 celebration. And I am ecstatic. I'm ecstatic, y'all. I'm just gonna take that off. It's too much of me around here, but I'm super, super excited about being able to join this particular league. And I'll tell you this, while I was out that weekend, that Saturday, after the first week that I was out, I ended up going to the orientation and meeting all of the girls in person because we've gone through like a process. It's one of those things. It's a league, y'all. Okay, everybody can't get in the league. Okay, but I was able to go and meet them in person because we had done a few things virtually, or I had met girls, not all of them though, and I can honestly say that it was one of the first times since I've been in business, and even since I've been older and been in my career, that I felt like I was in a room full of me's, right? Like my girlfriends, my friends, my core people that are like close to my heart, we all operate like that. But it was overwhelming to be in the presence of all of those women. I'm just like this. Oh my gosh. I see why you here. They like, I see why you here. Just Black women that are really dominating in their industries, making an impact within the communities. We are the 7th class because every year there are 40 women that are inducted into this particular league. And we're the 7th class. And 7 is the number of completion. And I tell you what, after this year, because this year I literally, I was just telling my friend, I said, it's been a series of highs and lows. This is a high. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Y'all, I have been like real, like just emotional about stuff in general. So being able to make the announcement finally and then getting all of the feedback from everybody. And thank everyone for the congratulations. Y'all are in here. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And I am just, whew, y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. There were people that were extending congratulations and everything, and I appreciated all of them. And the ones that kind of like stuck out outside of family and friends were some of those people that I look up to them, and they're just like, hey, welcome in, or just other Black women that are prominent out here in the Chicagoland area, that will also be my sis stars, because we are the sis stars. Okay. They'll be my sis stars is when I officially join. It has been a crazy ride. And as I get ready to celebrate 5 years of the Blueprint Media Company and 6 years of just being an entrepreneur, a corporatepreneur, because I do a little bit of both. I feel like I'm really in my glow. Okay. I feel like I'm really in my glow. And I usually wouldn't say anything. It's usually one of those you knock on wood type of things. But no, this is the time. Some people can look at your journey and they may feel like, oh, you got it easy or whatever the case is. But like the real ones, when you really are in the trenches, you're an entrepreneur, you are doing this on your own. It is a blessing. And it's absolutely, it feels so fulfilling to get that type of reception, because we work our ass off. We work our ass off every day. I literally, and it's so funny, Mike is in here now and Mike can contest. I have said to him, he's seen my notebook. My friends and family, they know I carry around my blue notebook, my to-do list of the day. And it is now broken off into so many things. You have to be diligent in your processes. Okay. It didn't come easy. The things that are coming in now, oh baby, I've been grinding it out since day one, since January 19th, 2019, when I started. So this is 5 years later almost, to be able to be in these rooms. Like earlier this year when I got inducted, into the Hall of Fame, the One Business Chicago Hall of Fame, the people that I was in the room with, like we literally all connected with each other. And I mean, I had gone to their businesses before. I had did all of these things, and then I was honored alongside them. And sometimes I have to pinch myself like, girl, woo, are you ready? And I'm more than ready. And I'm so excited and I'm so thankful. So I appreciate everyone that has extended the congratulations. You all make sure that you get tickets. They have early bird tickets on sale right now through Eventbrite. I shared the link on my official announcement on my page. So if we're not following each other already, let's make sure we do that. Okay. Let's make sure we do it. Let me get into some of these comments. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all. I love y'all. Yeah. Wait, Mike said talk your talk. Yes. Period. And look, I have been telling all of my friends, I'm like, pop your ish this season. We have been, a good friend of mine told me what I can't remember the exact phrase, so I'll paraphrase, but like, being humble, no, you can be humble. You can still pop your ish too. And I'm certainly gonna do it. I'm just like, look, I'm like, if y'all get tired of me, baby, you better mute me, because it's not going to stop. The only way that it's going to stop is if I'm not here. But every day that I am here, I literally have a vision. And when you all see, because remember, we're doers, we're not just talkers, but when you all see the things that are going to unfold, okay, get on board now, get near now. And I say that respectfully. I say that humbly, but I said what I said. Get in tune now, okay? Get in tune now. If you've been thinking about it, if you're sitting in the back and you're just like, whatever, get with it. Because I'll tell you what, everyone that I'm connected with, everyone, we all have like these things that we want to do. And I was literally just telling my friend, I said, I have found my tribe. I found my tribe, which means that we've all found each other. And the goal is to elevate. So there's no way that we can't do it, because we were going to do it on our own anyway, but we found each other. So now we're all going to win together. And I'm trying to, You know what? We're gonna talk it tonight. I can remember starting out and feeling like I was left out of a lot of tables. I was left out of a lot of tables, or they would try to put me at the little kids table. and that's the real deal. I felt like I was just like this. I was like, I feel like I'm being put at the kids table, you know. And it wasn't until I started to surround myself with people that believed in me too, and people that were willing to also help me get to the next level, or just that would speak life into me. Something as simple as just saying, girl, keep going. I see you. I see what you're doing. I see the impact that you're trying to create. I didn't always have that. And I used to feel left out. And I'm like, okay, well, Lord, what do you want me to do? And he has allowed me to be able to create my own tables. And not even just the one big table, but multiple tables, okay? In multiple spaces, in multiple places. And I am so thankful for that. Like, that is the love it this week. Outside of being honored and being able to do those things, being able to create spaces for yourself when you don't quite fit in, that's the love it this week for me. I have certainly had to do it. I am so thankful that I found my tribe, that they just like this, sis, we were saving you a seat, because it was likewise. And we got some really, really big things. So fourth quarter of 2023 and first quarter of 2024, definitely just be looking out for some updates from the blueprint, from me, from our brand. I mean, it's literally going up, y'all. I mean, I can't say it. There's no other way for me to say it. But get in tune. Get in tune, y'all. Get in tune. Hey, sis. Lauren is tuning in. Shout out to everyone tuning in with us on our Facebook and YouTube feed. Yes. Yes, girl. She said, you preaching now, sis. Uh-oh. She said, your makeup is popping. Let me tell y'all. Extra love it. I looked up a quick look today on Pinterest. I was like, okay, I'm finna have this black and red hair. What type of look? Pinterest is the go-to every time. Okay, it's the go-to. Now, let me give you another hated it. Now, this was something that actually really happened this week, and it was so unfortunate. And I don't even mean to be messy, but let's get a little messy. It's not too bad though, I promise. So, they're on our team at my 9 to 5. We have my manager who's going to be out for a little while. And, we all know everyone's preparing in the office. Y'all, tell me why one of the VPs sent an email, okay, and basically tried to say that our second in command wasn't going to be able to hold it down while she was gone. And she saw the email, y'all. She saw the email. It literally, the way that it happened, she literally saw this email about herself from someone that we all report to. They're over our manager with our managing partner. And she literally saw that basically this person has no faith that she's going to be able to POP hold it down for 6 weeks. Just 6 weeks. It's not even that long. When I tell you my hated it this week are people in corporate America that are strictly title based. They won't even speak to you if you don't hold a certain title. And if you work in corporate America, if you know, okay? If you know that there are certain people that, honey, they will not even be bothered with you unless you have a title that says that you can occupy their space. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. And mind you, in my tenure of working, I have just been in different positions. It depends on what it is that I've been doing. I mean, when I worked in the financial industry, like I was the assistant manager for a whole banking institution. Like, yeah, I'm the person that you need to talk to, but I never would treat people like, oh, you can't come and talk to me. You're just a teller. It's absolutely ridiculous. And needless to say, the bottles of wine were popped that day. I literally had to like walk off because I saw the email and it was scathing. But here's tea though. Now, I told you that was an email from our managing partner. So naturally, we have a VP who we report to that works with our company. And when I tell you, baby, he ate her up. He ate her up via email, y'all. Ate her up. ate her up. He started the email real nice, real sweet, trying to look like he was going to reply to every point that she had made about the fact that my manager was going to be gone and she was going to be doing the work. Baby, do y'all know that he copied my other manager? He copied her into the email. And he said that he wanted her to see what had been said so that she would know what the expectation was while my manager was out. When I tell you it got messy. Lauren said jobs are tweaking, and they are. They are. So that's gotta, I'm gonna leave it at that. If you work in corporate America, or even if you don't, if you have a certain position of power, remember, you want to give the same respect that you would give, the CEO. You want to extend that to the janitor. Okay, y'all know the phrase that floats out there. You treat people with respect. Okay, and the email that she sent was wrong. But the way that my manager ate her up was right. Because if you're going to be sending these things and having these conversations, because imagine if my manager wouldn't have seen that, then she would have had these silent expectations sitting over her, because that's not an email that you would typically share. God makes sure that things happen, that things happen in the way that it's supposed to. She was supposed to see that email. And while y'all know I try to usually stay out of stuff at work, I'll talk my stuff and be laughing on the side, but I for the most part stay to myself. My feelings was hurt for her, because imagine that. And I'm like, baby, I'm the coordinator for the building, and I've held it down by myself. She should be more than capable, why would you even say that? Some things are unnecessary, and people that are strictly based on titles, boo, you suck. Now look, I gotta go ahead and I have to pay some bills, honey. But when I come back, we're gonna go ahead and get into tonight's What Would You Do? So we'll go ahead and jump into it. Be right back.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm gonna take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Y'all, this thing is tripping tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's What Would You Do? Wait, what y'all talking about over here in these comments? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? Wait, Auntie Tracy, what did you ask? She said yes in that order. How she get the email? So she was actually reviewing something, standing behind my manager, and the email popped up. So that's how she was able to see it. She saw it that way. So bear that in mind too. It was not intended for her to see it. And I'm just like this. Well, you all got any other classified docs? What are we doing about that? And I'm pretty sure that lady, the way that she acted, y'all, I'm pretty sure that she said something like that about me when I had to run it. But I'm just like this. I'm running the building anyway. Fool. What are you talking about? Sarita. Okay, girl, ma'am, you missed a lot. But that's okay. We about to jump into this. What would you do real quick? So that's fine. This lady is in a situation. Ooh. I love the hair. Thank you. It's Annie Soul. This is their water wave unit. It's available on Amazon. Bing. All right, let's get into it. Grab your drinks, grab your cocktails. This young lady needs some advice. My goodness. I have a guy best friend, and we've been friends for over 25 years. However, after my last relationship ended, he told me he always had a secret crush on me, and he always wanted a shot with me. We live in separate cities and only correspond via email, phone, or Facebook. I've never crossed that line with him because I don't look at him like that. He's my friend, and that's all it'll ever be. Okay, fast forward to 5 years later. I get married to my husband, but while we were just dating, I mentioned that my best friend told me he likes me more than a friend, but it was never an issue until my friend called and wanted to come and visit and meet my husband. So my husband now wants me to break ties with him. I don't want to because he's my longtime friend that I care about. Am I wrong, or should I break a friendship just to bring peace to my husband? Girl. Why did you tell that man that? First, look. Okay. Y'all want to know? Y'all want to know some real? This is the thing. In situations like this, I don't even. She said, what would you do? What would I do? This is the thing. Sarita said would have never said anything. Right. What he don't know on her. Auntie Tracy. Right. Okay, that was stupid on her part. Like, right. Hey, let's see what's going on. Okay, ladies, because this is the thing. If you think that every woman that that likes your man, or that thinks he's cute, or that has flirted with him over the course of a day or whatever, that he's gonna run home and tell you, like, yeah, they was on my jock today, like, or guys are not, they're never going to tell you this information. So it's certain things that you should keep to yourself if you don't want to switch the dynamics. Now, I don't think that it's being facetious in any way, because she doesn't like him like that. They don't even live in the same city. It's just like, this is someone that's familiar. This is a 25-year friendship. Okay. But everything doesn't need to be discussed, because you all never freaked. Okay. There was never anything that happened. This was something that he said. And do you know, in 5 years that, hell, in 5 months, your feelings and your thoughts and whatever can change. I just don't think that was smart on her part. Wasn't that smart? Sarita said some things are not meant to be said. It's not. If it wasn't that deep, she should have never brought it up. That part. Now, there are certain situations. Oh my goodness. And y'all want me to be real? Okay, we can go there tonight. If there is a situation, so okay, I had a situation. This wasn't a friend, but this was like an actual ex who is still very close friends with one of my good friends. And we, naturally, she invited my husband and I to her wedding. And we weren't married at the time. We were just boyfriend and girlfriend. But, I did have the conversation with him of, I'm like, hey, babe, like one of my exes. And this was someone, for clarity, we are all grown, that I had sexual relations with. Okay, we're grown. So let's go ahead and put that out there so it don't have to be a question. And I feel like in certain situations like that, where it's like, okay, we didn't get down, I'm not going to have my man in a situation where at any time he can feel like someone has someone up on him, okay? Or they're just like snickering, like, I know what you don't know. I would never do that. Now, he and I, my ex and I, of course, were not sleeping together at that time. Let me be clear. But he was someone that I had dated not too long before I met my boyfriend at the time, my husband now. And so certain situations like that, like I was not going to put him in a situation where he walked in there and, you know, like my ex knows me, I know my ex, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I'm going to tell I'm going to let him know what's going on. Hey, we're going to probably run into this person. And Anthony has always given me that courtesy too, because this is the thing. I mean, look, we some fine, you know, we fine. Okay. Y'all seen them. Okay. Y'all seen my little vanilla love. Yeah, we had a past. But if this is somebody that you don't have any romantic interest in and he is just your friend, certain conversations are confidential and they should be kept. If y'all ain't never did nothing to diddly dad, then why did you have to tell him? Girl, because these dudes will have whole girls that they'll be calling their cousin that they gave them some top. Let's have a real conversation. Okay? Let's have a conversation. Let me get into this comment. Auntie Tracy, she said, bet he not gonna do that. If he had a bestie that's a female, he sure as hell not gonna mention that. Would never mention it. The only way you're getting that information is if he's off like a perk or something. But for him to just come and be like, yeah, this is my best friend. Woo, 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 woo. You know, she mentioned a couple years ago she wanted to, you know, like it's just not going to come up and come. They're not going to tell you that because this is the thing. They recognize that, you know, they personally don't feel anything for this person. They don't want to have sex with them. They don't want to be in a relationship. They don't like them like that. This person is of no importance to them romantically. So they're going to do what they need to do to preserve that particular relationship and make sure that all parties are even, you know, that they're okay. So I don't know. Sarita said, and MF is always saying good friends. Knowing someone for a long time does not make them your friend. So some people are worth being cut off if it's going to affect your marriage. But I'm single, so don't ask me. Just kidding. No, I mean, this is the thing. Don't think that just because you're single that you can't weigh in on this particular thing, because at the end of the day, if you get married and you were faced with a situation like this, you're going to have to make some decisions too. And then Auntie Tracy said, why even say that? Auntie Tracy, are you talking about what I share with my person or what the story? Just clarify, because I want to be able to answer your question. Okay. What would I do in this situation? Realistically, and I can speak from the vantage point of being married. If I would have messed up and did a something like this, you got to just go ahead and take that particular L and ride with your husband without a doubt. And that's the thing. It's like that's that part as far as with marriage or whatever the case is. That's that part with marriage where, you know, people kind of get the game a little bit messed up. You're supposed to ride with your spouse at all times. And if at any point, you know, I have, you all know I'm in media. So being in media, especially from the region that I'm in, it is very much so male dominated. When I'm going to these events, when I'm doing different things, down from, you know, if I'm going to a production or if I'm going to an event, there are always men. Okay. It's always men. There's always, you know, different things. So before I embark on going to events or doing anything where if my husband cannot be involved or he cannot be there with me, it is a discussion in my household. I don't have to seek permission from him and he does not have to seek permission from me. We are adults, but we are married and we are committed to each other. So anytime we're going to be in situations that may, they could be tricky, okay? Or they can be situations where, you know, it's like if he's going around, it's going to be a flock of women like, hey, I'm going to do some video for a shoot and they at the beach and this, you know, girls with their booties clapping. Then we need to have a conversation, right? You know, but those are conversations in my house. But if at any point throughout everything that I've been doing with business, if my husband told me like, you know what, babe, I feel a little bit uncomfortable with that, while I may not 1,000% move away from that, I'm going to do whatever I can to make him feel comfortable. Okay. When it comes to situations like this, some things are better left unsaid, but you said it already. So in this situation, you gotta let it go. You have to let it go, because at the end of the day, I mean, you're not supposed to be sleeping with your friends. Like your husband is going to do things for you, your spouse, your significant other, they're going to do things for you. If he was just your boyfriend, I would say I would probably give you some advice that I would have to give you off camera because it's scandalous. But and I don't even want to lie. I don't even want to lie because I think back on it. Y'all know me and Anthony was together for a long time before we got married. But it was, and y'all, I was a menace to society back then. When we were not engaged, and I didn't know like if we were gonna get married or whatever the case is. And I didn't like pressure him, but I would let him know. My husband loves Mortal Kombat, so I would just be like, we haven't unlocked that level yet. That's part of the premium package. And would say it with a dead face. Y'all ask my Auntie Tracy. Auntie Tracy, you on here, I would give it to him respectfully. Like he would, ask for certain things or just, be like, oh, well, let's do this and let's do that. I'm just like this. I don't think you're subscribed to that. You not subscribed to that. No. So if this was her boyfriend, I would say, girl, I'm gonna keep it real. If this was just her boyfriend and they were just dating, there was no commitment, they ain't got no kids, they ain't got no investments, they don't have none of that, I would tell her, still be his friend, limit the interactions, but it would have to be a conversation between her and the friend of, my man doesn't really like the fact that I shared with him something that happened. My man's not really comfortable like that with the situation. I'm gonna have to fall back. Okay. I'm gonna have to fall back. That's honestly what I would tell her if it was a boyfriend, but this is your husband. So without question, what I would do is I would say, I would tell my husband, I said, you know what, honey, I respect what you have to say. And I'm sorry that this situation is, has made you feel uncomfortable. I, never want to share anything that was going to put any type of strife between us. If you're okay with it, this is someone that I've known for over 25 years. This is a person that's been in my life. From what I know, within these last 5 years, he hasn't tried to make a move or do anything since I told him I didn't like him like that. But I do feel like that after 25 years, I at least just want to have a proper closeout of that particular friendship. And, is that something you're okay with? What does that look like for you? That would be more of the conversation that I would be having, because at the end of the day, you got to live with your man. Okay. You're building a life with your man, not with your male best friend. So, okay. So Auntie Tracy clarified her question of the why she even say that. Why did she even mention the friendship? Auntie Tracy, questions that need answers, girl. What kind of friend this guy is to her? I'm gonna just say this: probably a muncher, but you didn't hear that from me though. And my Auntie Tracy knows I would certainly tell Anthony back in the day. I'm like, baby, oh no, you haven't unlocked that level. Oh no. We're still at that. Like moving, when we bought our house before we got married. Oh my gosh, my ass was so tight the whole time. I'm just like this, like it went. Like I'm telling my my close confidants, I'm like, like, what if we didn't got this house and this man and it don't work out? Like, like it was real bad. And and we of course had to have a conversation. I'm like, look, I'll have to go back and see if I can find the document that I made. And I had a whole document, y'all. And it was basically like, because we were getting ready to get the house, that basically it was going to be a document to say, like, look, you still going to help me if we don't make it to the altar. Like, like we done made this investment together. Fool, what are you doing? I was a terrorist back then, y'all. Oh, I was a terrorist. Y'all laughing at me in the comments, but I'm for real. And Anthony can contest. I was I was a mess. Sis, I was not playing at all. I was dead. I was dead ass. Like, I no, because you're not gonna play with me. But this is your husband, sis. So getting back to the what would you do? First off, girl, you shouldn't have said nothing. Because if you think that everything is for everybody and that you're supposed to say everything that happened to you. And then for one, I think it's a little bit bogus because this man had a private conversation with you as his friend. Like you all are friends. And, I ain't gonna lie. Like if I shot my shot at a guy or whatever the case is, and baby, he turned me down and then went and told his old gal. And now she looking at me like I'm super thirsty, honey, because you just shot me down. I would feel some type of way. Like, baby, no, you didn't put me on blast. Like, you didn't already. I'm trying to get you, a little put of time. I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to get the people going. And then you gonna go and tell folks, girl, keep some stuff to yourself. Keep it right in here. Keep it in here. Keep it in here. You can keep it under here. Keep it anywhere. Girl, what? Auntie Tracy said now, too, sometimes Tower of Terror. Ooh, not you to call me the Tower of Terror. I'm not that bad, Auntie Tracy. I used to be. I'm a different person now. I'm a different person. So, okay, I think that we all agreed that she shouldn't have said anything. But I want to know from you all, as far as in the situation, what would you actually do in the situation? Now that the information is out there, you told on yourself. You cutting them off? Are you maintaining the friendship in private? Because that's an option too. Or are you going to tell your husband, like, hey, screw you, this is my friend? What are we doing? Sarita said, I will respectfully cut him off, obviously with conversation, but marriage is different. You have to respect that. Yeah. And he better be willing to do the same. Because, I don't know if you all have ever dated someone that they have a certain set of standards for you, but you can't uphold them to those standards. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and naturally, I have male friends and everything too, but the dynamics of it is different. It is different now that I'm married, and I've been married for a few years, but naturally those relationships are not, they're not the same, and they're not nurtured in the same way that they were before being a wife, because at the end of the day, there's just certain things that is not 100% appropriate. So you have to watch the appropriate level of things and really monitor that. But I definitely think that girl, just cut him off. It's not worth your marriage. Like, girl, you gonna let somebody you don't even like that? You're not even sexually attracted to this man. Like if you and your husband broke up today, you wouldn't even be looking to this man to provide you any type of comfort, because you don't even like him like that, and you gonna let him come in between your marriage? Get real, sis. Auntie Tracy said, LOL, your truth is strong. I don't know how to be nothing else, Sarita, even when I'm in relationships, I cut my male friends off to a level. And see, this is the thing. I understand that, Sarita. It's not even so much as the cutting off aspect of things as it is just, altering the dynamics of how you operate within that particular friendship and relationship. Like I know males and girls and women that are best friends or whatever the case is, that if they're both single, they'll dance on each other and do different things. Well, yeah, or they'll go like, hey, we're gonna have a friend date, we're going out, and they don't even have to be anything sexual. They're just like, we're gonna go on fellowship over a meal. Okay, there are certain things that change as far as that's concerned. It's like you can't just, if you're in a relationship with somebody, especially a marriage, you can't just pop out and be like, oh yeah, like at this point, if I'm gonna go and have dinner with a guy, Anthony has to have a full briefing of who is this man, what are y'all going to go meet for, where are you going, drop the addy, what's up, like, not for him to pop up, but just for him to be in the know. Like, it ain't gonna just be like, oh yeah, I went to dinner with with Trevor. You know, like, girl, get real. You have to change the way that you operate within those friendships. So I don't necessarily cut them off, but the level of access, as far as like, you know, like being able to call and do, you know, just whatever it would happen when I was single, I'm going to operate a little bit differently than what I did. So I may not cut you off, but there just may be an alteration of how we operate with one another. Okay. And she also added, when my male friends get in relationships, I remove myself to some level. Oh, and notice this. When them guys get in a relationship, baby, because let me tell you, I got two of my male friends that I know that I have known the longest. When they get into a relationship, oh baby, you ain't even got to worry about how changing your operations as far as they concerned. They will remove themselves from the situation. They like, baby, I don't want no smoke. I like this girl. I'm like, look, congratulations. Send me an invitation to the wedding or the baby shower, whichever comes first. And Anthony and I are going to show up with bells and whistles on, and we're going to bring a good gift. And we're going to BYOB. They will cut your ass off at the knees. And you think that they won't? Go back and think about it if you got a real male friend. And I ain't talking about no male friend you done freaked on. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about your real male friend. Baby, when he get him a woman, he ain't finna be dealing with your rockhead ass the whole time. He not finna be talking to you. Do it like how they do it. But when I tell you one of my friends, I'm just like this. He a contractor. I'm like, sir, we were calling you for services, but we found somebody else. What? Okay. I'm like, God bless y'all. Okay. No, we talking about your real friends. They will cut your ass off. Understand that. Respectfully, of course. As Tracy said, it's all about being respectful and just know it's a two-way street. I completely agree. If he's going to ask her to remove someone, and see, to me, it's a little bit inappropriate. And I recognize that with my husband now, we are a little bit different because we started off as friends. So it's like, it's a certain level of realness that we can have with one another. And if it's just certain things that like we don't trip about, because I recognize that like, although we met each other while we were young, he had a life before I became his girl, so I can't hold him to that. And I can't come in like, there is my husband, his friends, they grew up on a block, and it was a block of them. So naturally there's women, there's men. And I mean, to this day, we're talking about, they have been friends for now well over 20 years. Over 2/3 of my husband's life, these people have been his friends. So when I came in, admittingly, it was a little bit uncomfortable, because there were not a lot of females, but again, this was a block. This is a block of people. And but they all kicked it with each other. And I knew that going in, and mind you, we've been together for 12 years. I am not the Demetria that I was at 23 that I am now and in the present day. So it was a little bit uncomfortable because I had never been with someone that had, so, I'm like, you have a lot of female friends that, and then they used to throw parties and do different things of that sort. So he knew a lot of people, but it's his core of women and men on this particular block that they are my family now, but it was uncomfortable going into that. And, he told me once he played, if he played hokey pokey with their friend, if you catch my drift. Okay. We were very, very honest about that, because again, it was not about, we didn't want the other person to ever walk into a situation where they didn't know what was going on and someone had a one up on them. Like, I grew up in the suburbs, he grew up in the city. So when we would go places out here and I'm like, I might run into somebody, I had a life before him, I'm just like, who, and they'll come and speak. People are bold, honey. They'll just walk up on you. I'm like, baby, I'm not here with my man. We have to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? You got to be respectful. So, but I would never ask him to cut off his female friends. don't ask me to cut off mine. These are my friends. They were around before you. But what I'm going to do is make sure that there is never a time where you are uncomfortable, you feel disrespected, you feel disregarded. I will never do that to you. Remember, my name is Demetria, and it's a couple things that start with the letter D that I don't rock with, okay? Disrespect, dishonesty, disloyalty, and disregard. I don't rock with it. So I would never make my significant other feel that way. But you got to make sure that you don't make me feel that way either. Because that's the catch, right? That's the catch. Changing the way you operate, that's exactly what she was talking about. Okay, absolutely. Sarita, I received that. And she said, let's see, Tracy, that's fine to some degree. Friendships can change with marriage. They can. It's just certain things that's just not appropriate. I don't know. So, girl, cut that man off and go and ride off into the sunset with your husband. If he's uncomfortable, if you are questioning what you should do, your husband's uncomfortability, where we may not know where the root of it stems from, him being uncomfortable is enough to cut it off. Cut it off, sis. Respectfully. You can let your friend know, hey, my husband's just not comfortable with this. And the memories that we have in our friendship and the laughter and everything will be forever etched into my heart. God bless you on your journey moving forward. Girl, bid that man farewell and go and make your husband some Salisbury steak or something, whatever y'all be doing, okay, in the kitchen. Get it together, girl. We're not letting outsiders, when they say forsake all others, because you know some people just get up there and they just be saying the vows with the pastor and they don't be knowing exactly what they say. And when they say forsake all others, they're not just talking about people that you are having a relationship with in terms of like physical. You know, forsaking all others is anything that is going to come in between the dynamic of your marriage. Okay, it goes a little bit deeper than who you're sleeping with or who you might be dating or entertaining or whatever the case is. You're going to forsake anything and any person that is a direct threat to your marriage and your bond and what you have going on. Let it go. That's what it means. Okay. Yes. Let's see. She said, I love how straightforward and down to earth Queen. I see you. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow her too. She been in tune with me for a second. So I appreciate you, sis. Now look, I gotta go ahead and pay some bills. When we come back, we got tonight's What's Happening, What's Up, and then we're gonna jump into our topic. Okay, so I'll be right back after this break.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other and build family memories we will carry with us forever. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. It's easy. Just put in your zip code to find family-friendly outdoor destinations near you. You'll also find guides to free activities, games, and amazing forest facts. Give the magic of the outdoors to your kids and reconnect with your family. Find a forest near you at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, y'all, it's your girl, MzMetchi, checking in, reminding you to shop my exclusive collection, Lavish Looks by MzMetchi, where we've got shades and everything that you need to look fly. Oh, and we also offer accessories. So ladies, put a little bit of razzle dazzle in your collection today. Be sure to shop with me and follow on social media at Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Grab your products today at MzMetchi.com/shop. Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. For those that are tuning in, make sure that you are dropping those businesses in the comments. And shout out to all my listeners that are tuning in on Fluent Radio, Jams 95.3, Indie 101.5, and Mixed Talk Media. Let's go ahead and jump into what's happening, what's up for the week. So I got a few stories, and then we gotta talk. Let's jump into the first one. So, y'all, Simone Biles. Do y'all watch watch gymnastics? I've gotten into it since the black girl started winning. I got to be honest, but she made history by becoming the first American gymnast to secure 8 all-around national titles. I love to see black girl magic in action, y'all. And Simone Biles, she certainly is someone that should be celebrated. And then also, if you just tuned in and you saw the commercial for Be Your Own Kind, make sure y'all following my partner. Make sure y'all following Miss Renita, okay? She's bringing all the stuff, and then catch her show too. Y'all know I'm always plugging somebody, so stay with me, okay? But shout out to Simone Biles for winning eight titles, okay, and being the first to do it. The first, not just the one to do it, but the first. Moving on. A story that I'm tired of hearing about, but it amuses me every time. So you all know that Tasha K and Cardi B, they had that lawsuit going. Cardi B subpoenaed Tasha K's wire transfers, her bank, and tax records. She is really serving it to this lady. She like, baby, I don't like you, and I'm gonna give it to you every time. Why did that woman mess with her? I find myself at a loss. Why has she not paid her yet? I'm like, girl, your YouTube channel is going up. You give her the YouTube checks, baby. Get you some endorsements somewhere else. Cardi B is not gonna let this woman live it down. So I'm tired of hearing about that. But let me tell y'all about the stupid news of the week. Real stupid. Wait, Sarita, she said Tasha K deserves everything she gets from that. Yeah, this is the thing. I'm not even gonna lie. You cannot go around saying that someone has a STD, a permanent one. Okay, you can't go around saying stuff like that about folks. That's not how the game goes. You're not supposed to do that. So Tasha K, I'm like, girl, you should have humbled yourself and apologized, and you would have you wouldn't have been in this situation. She said it multiple times. And then Sarita, not only that, she said it multiple times after they had already gone to court. So I'm like, girl, you really want it with this girl. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? She said, I don't even understand how she still has fans. Some of the interviews and the people that she sat down with has been ridiculous. I mean, hey, I respect it. You're a creator. You're doing whatever you got to do. But I'm going to move on. Because, baby, MzMetchi not trying to get caught up in that. Now, moving along to, the stupid news. Check this out, y'all. Burger King. They're currently facing a lawsuit claiming that their Whoppers are too small. Claiming that their Whoppers are too small. I don't understand. Judge Roy Altman in Miami said Burger King must defend against the claim that its depiction of Whoppers on the in-store menu boards mislead reasonable customers to believe that their burgers are bigger than how they actually appear. They proposed a class action accusing them of portraying burgers with ingredients that overflow the bun, making the burgers appear 35% larger, and that they contain double the meat than what the chain actually serves. Okay. Burger King countered that it required to deliver burgers that look exactly like the picture, but the judge said that it was up to the jurors to tell the reasonable people what they thought. Who are these reasonable people? Who are they? Who are the lawyer groups that are picking these cases up? And why are y'all still eating like that? Stop it. Go to Culver's. Go somewhere else. Don't do this to yourself. Do you love yourself? Like, do better by yourself. People have too much time on their hands, and now they're starting to sue for things that make absolutely no sense. You are suing because of what it looks like on the menu board. Let me get into these comments. Sarita says she want all the smoke. Yeah, Tasha K is a hot ass mess. Why I never think of these lawsuits that people actually be winning. Yeah, like the one that got me was, oh my goodness, and I know you all are gonna remember this, when the lady got burnt by the coffee at McDonald's because it was hot. It was because it was hot coffee, and she won a sizable amount. She won a sizable amount of money from that. I'm like, what? I'm like, do y'all know that I have had hot coffee spill on me before? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm just like this. It's hot. You ordered a hot coffee. Okay. Auntie Tracy said, I know one damn thing. It's sure almost a $10 burger. Auntie Tracy, I'm with you when you right, Auntie. I'm with you when you right. Okay. I'm with you. Talina! Royalty Massage is checking in. Hey, girl. She said, I knew you was going to say that. Talina, girl, now if you go and ask for a hot coffee and it spill on you, you just going to go take your L and go change your clothes. We're not like this. I think I found a way to get rich. I'm going to sue them now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl. Sarita said, baby, coffee's supposed to be hot. Or you could just get an iced coffee, like Kellogg's got for the tarts not having real strawberries. What? All right, ladies, let's get together. I'm sure that we can find something. You know what my lawsuit would be? And I'm sorry if we got any guys that's watching and tuning in, but I know my ladies don't feel me, especially if you use this product. I feel like I want to sue one of the companies that make sanitary napkins for their wings not staying in place all the time. Y'all think I got a lawsuit? What's up? Because I'm like, the wings is not winging, baby. The wings ain't winging. I'm trying to figure out. Talina said, who we finna sue? I decided that we're gonna sue Always, and then I'm gonna also have a sub one for Equate from the Walmart ones. Because I'm sorry, yes, I do be getting those, and also Stay Free. So Stay Free, Walmart, and Always are the three that's on my list. We just gonna sue them. This is all for jokes. This is all for jokes. But seriously, people really make up some really weird stuff. Okay. Moving along though. Okay. Now, although Love and Hip Hop Atlanta moved from VH1 and they found a new home at MTV, have you all been keeping up with it? That's okay. If you haven't, I have. Now, on this past week, Erica Mena and Bambi and Zell Swag were in the news for a brawl, an all-out brawl that they had at a bar. That's not why I'm here, though. On the episode that just aired this week, honey, Erica Mena called Ice Spice, a monkey. She called her a monkey and then went to imitating like the monkey thing. And now you all know that she is Erica Mena is Puerto Rican, okay? And a lot of people had a lot to say about the fact that, she had made such gross comments. Now, this came after the altercation that her and Spice had, where Spice told her that her son hated her. She was clearly triggered from the conversation. And Erica flipped the table. And then she also told Ice Spice, outside of calling her a monkey, she told her that she should have died on the table. If you all know and had heard in the news, she had experienced a bad thing of sepsis from a surgery from when she was down allegedly in the Dominican Republic. Okay. So to say some stuff like that, baby, Erica Mena went there. Now she the real terrorist as far as with her words. And I'm not saying that allegedly. You all can see that on the show yourself. Such a beautiful girl, but baby, that mouth is lethal. She plays no games. But calling her a monkey, it just felt really, I'm like, this is giving me Evelyn and OG. What was old girl? Yeah, OG vibes from Basketball Wives, when she, you can't say things like that. You can't. Now, have I seen other black people call another black person a monkey? Yeah, maybe so. But it's just like, you as someone of another race, it's super wrong. It's wrong. Very upsetting. Okay. And she had the people in an uproar this week. Okay, let's see what she said. I don't like she called her a monkey. That pissed me off. Yeah, it angered a lot of people. I was just, and if you all paid attention to the scene, if you saw it, when she was getting in the car, she tried to call her a monkey again and was about to start imitating doing the thing like an actual monkey. And I'm like, girl, that's racist. What are you doing? Sarita said, told you. Y'all was gonna get up off of OG because the ladies, y'all have to stop acting like y'all ain't never had a little toe that peeked out. It's either that big toe or that pinky toe that's gonna try to get active. Okay, you could have on a shoe, it could be the appropriate size and all that other stuff, but that shoe gonna come forward. Mess around and put some Vaseline on your feet or oil your feet up before you put on some shoes. Your toe gonna be a toe G too. Moving along. Now, somebody that this one really shocked me, but I went back in some of my notes from back in the day. And this isn't the first allegation, okay? So a new lawsuit was filed in Las Vegas that accused Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. I know y'all remember, I never want, yeah, of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old girl multiple times, including in a cabin on a yacht, okay? As well as along in other places. So apparently this happened in Pennsylvania in 2003. He was about 22 to 23 years old. They did not release the name of the accuser, but she claimed she was assaulted on various occasions, including in the yacht's bedroom, and that he told her to keep the abuse a secret. The teenager reported the assaults to her mother and local authorities in Pennsylvania. Carter was never charged with a crime. The lawsuit lists sexual battery, intentional infliction of emotional distress, negligent infliction of emotional distress are also a charge against him. I will never understand these celebrity men that feel the need to take it from somebody, right? Like we discussed, alleged things with Trey Songz and, other people that are in the industry and different things, where they literally have women that are offering it. These men be on stage and these women are throwing their panties and bras onto the stage, wanting to be taken back to the telly, okay? These are real things that are happening. I was at the Drake concert and a woman threw a damn bra up there that was so big. I said, wow, he could put his whole face in there. Okay. Women that will actively go home with these men if they'd allowed it. But they feel the need to take it. And then she's 15 years old. And that was 20 years ago. I'm trying to figure out why charges weren't pressed. I feel like it's a deeper dive that needs to happen as far as that's concerned. Chanel, my friend. Don't be laughing at me, but for real, I'm just like this. I was like, girl, this bra is so big. Drake could have took his whole face and just. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Yeah. These women will give it up to these men and they will still go and try to take it. Y'all didn't believe Keke Palmer when she said certain things. I'll never forgive y'all for that. Y'all didn't believe my girl. I'm just like this. She was hiding in a closet. And they just like, make her say, they didn't care. They just like, girl, okay, like this is Trey Songz, Please stop. Chanel said me and Darius are cracking up. We're enjoying the show. I love y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in. My two faves. Now moving along. Oh, wait, hold on. Chanel, she said, no, I believe my girl Keke. I believed her too. One thing, I tell you what, Keke Palmer has been in the industry for a long time. And one thing I know for sure, she ain't never told a lie. She has never told a lie in that time. They have never been able to catch that girl up on saying anything that was fraudulent or that was just out the water. They've never said that. So when she said, I'm like, this Trey Songz hiding in a damn closet. Arrest him, but it wasn't until they like, And they be having them names that be, because they be foreign. Okay. Then when they come and say it, they're just like this. Oh my gosh, and now he's facing charges. I'm like, now y'all had Keke Palmer, Akilah the Bee, hide it in the closet. And, girl, don't get me started. Okay, other foolishness. Let's go move on to the other foolishness. Now, you all know we talked in great detail about the tragedy that struck with the submarine that imploded during its trip to go and see the Titanic. Check this out. The U.S. government is trying to stop a planned expedition to recover items of historical interest in the sunken Titanic, citing a federal law and an international agreement that treats the shipwreck as a hallowed gravesite. The expedition is being organized by RMS Titanic Inc., which is a Georgia-based firm. They own the salvage rights to the world's most famous shipwreck. The company is looking to make a trip, but they're currently being blocked right now. They want to go back down there. When are they going to learn to leave the Titanic alone? Okay? Going down to the Titanic, to me, is equivalent to going and playing at the cemetery. Okay? You just want to go and play over there. Okay? I have a problem. I have a problem with that. Because for me, it's like, I'm a big believer, respect those that have passed on. Okay? The Titanic, while a lot of people wonder, I'm like, y'all have made movies. People have lost their lives. It is now 2 grave sites. If we really think about it, let's have a real conversation. Because the submarine imploded over there. They confirmed that. Why do they keep wanting to go and play downstairs? Baby, I don't get it. And my whole thing is that if that particular federal law was in place before, how did the other submersible get down there? How were they even able to get that trip approved where they were charging what they were charging to go down there? People's fascination, and I'm going to say people because I like to believe that it's just more than just a few types of people that are interested in that. Y'all need to leave the Titanic alone, okay? Because this is the thing. I don't know for any of us, that are tapped in, you believe in the Holy Spirit and you believe in those things. I just want to speak with you all real quick. To me, I just feel like they keep running into trouble down there, or whatever the case is, because it's a bunch of souls and spirits. I really believe that. Now, I ain't the one. I ain't pushing the crystals, doing no stuff like that. I am a God-fearing woman. But what I'm saying is that is still a place where many people died. Leave it alone. Leave the ship alone. And I ain't gonna lie, respectfully, I can't wait, because if you all have seen footage of it, it's disintegrating anyway. It's going to eventually the Titanic is not going to be there. So I understand the fascination of wanting to see it while it's still, you can still make out that it's a ship and everything, but eventually it'll be gone. I can't wait until then so that people will start risking their lives to go and see it in person. Moving along. Sarita said, baby, that movie got them digging for gold. That's selfish because they're not looking to give families closure. It's for money. Right. It's definitely not something, they're not bringing anything that's educational. There's not really too much that's going on as far as that's concerned. So yeah, I just feel like stop trying to go down there. It's a little bit too much. It's a bunch of mind your business at the bottom of the sea. It's a bunch of F around and find out. That's what it is. Moving along. Why y'all trying to break Steve Harvey and Marjorie up? I know y'all don't like her, and I know y'all can't stand him for some reason, which I don't know. I love me some Steve Harvey, but why y'all was trying to break them up this week? He had to come out and address the fact that him and his wife were doing fine and that she wasn't really, she wasn't messing with the help. Who started that nasty rumor? That is a nasty rumor to start about somebody. Y'all got to stop playing with people. Stop. It's ridiculous. Last but not least, something that I found extremely funny. Where are all my people that used to watch FX's Pose? Pose, baby. Billy Porter's Met Gala invitation was revoked after he called Anna Wintour a B. He called her a B over the Harry Styles Vogue cover, y'all. He called Anna Wintour. And for what and for those that know, baby, you're not supposed to speak about her. He called her a B, baby, and got his whole invitation revoked. And you all, if you all don't know who Billy Porter is, okay, pray tell. He always shows up with the looks that could kill, honey. And now he is uninvited to the Met Gala. And I just thought that was so funny because I believe that his personality is just like how it was on the show, and he didn't play no games. So the fact that he said that out loud and allowed it to be documented in some type of way, a fool. Oh, Latifah, you watch it too, ma'am? Yes, like Pose was the one that done it. Well, look, that's all that I have for you all on the What's Happening, What's Up tip tonight. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed those stories because I certainly did. I certainly enjoyed them. I'm going to take a really quick break, and when I come back, we're going to hop into tonight's topic. So you all make sure you stay in tune. Be right back.
I'm 54, so basically, it's too late to start saving for retirement, right?
Not right. Starting to save, even in your 50s, can really make a difference.
Well, right now, saving seems hard to wrap my head around. Plus, with the way this year's been going...
Hey, listen, it's okay. You still got this. Just go to aceyourretirement.org. It's an online tool from AARP that can help you get your retirement savings on track no matter your age. It's free and only takes about 3 minutes.
I like 3 minutes.
Yeah, at aceyourretirement.org, you'll chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach. Just answer a few questions and you'll get a personalized plan and tips to help boost your retirement savings. Tips that are easy to understand and tailored to your lifestyle.
I like that too.
Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back. Just head to aceyourretirement.org and make your plan to start saving for retirement.
Thanks.
That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
The Black Dollar Days initiative has officially kicked off. Make sure that you join founder Faye Porter in her mission in uplifting the Black community. You can join by registering your business or just replying that you're in and you're ready to be in on this initiative. Okay? Visit theblackdollardays.com and do what you need to do to be a part of this. Be a part of the change that you want to see. Make sure that you follow them on all social media and let them know that the Blueprint Media Company sent you. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Baby, this thing moving slower than molasses. Do you hear me? Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. You know, you just have to laugh when things are going a little bit crazy. Let's go ahead and jump into tonight's topic of the night. Let me see what y'all talking about over here. What he gonna do with his outfit now? Girl, he gonna have to serve it. He gonna have to serve it for us on Instagram or something. Lynn, she said, I'm in Cancun, but had to tune into my cousin. Hey, cuz. Yes, cuz tuning in from Cancun. Girl, cuz I have, hold on, let me pull up my countdown, cuz I got 38 days until I'm going to Cancun too. Woo! MzMetchi needs a vacation. So tonight's topic, I told you all, why is the pressure to be the bigger person always placed on the person who was wronged? Why? Someone posed that question and I saw it as a meme. It came up as like a little meme or whatever. And I said, oh my goodness, I gotta bring this to the show. Because I told you all, I'm in my season of letting topics find me versus me trying to find the topics. Now I do still scout topics, y'all. Y'all can send me your ideas. But I saw this one and I said, we got to talk about it. Have you ever been in a situation where it's just like you've been told, if you've gone to your advised counsel and asked like, hey, what should I do in this situation? And they're just like, be the bigger person. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. It happens more often than not where you there's a certain pressure for you to step up, and then the person that you feel like has done some wrong, they are just kind of like, they get a little bit of a pass. Why is that the case? Why is the pressure on the person that's wronged to be the bigger person? Most of the time, when people do things that are wrong, they wrong you in some type of way. Sometimes they know better, sometimes they don't. Okay. For me, I can only speak from my experience. I have found that in situations where things have taken a left turn, and say if I wasn't in the driver's seat of making it go wrong, because y'all, MzMetchi is wrong sometimes too. I be wrong sometimes. But in the times that I'm not, usually people are projecting things on you. They are going through things that may not have anything to do with you, and you just happen to be in the line of fire. So what I found is that a lot of the times I've kind of been that person where if I've been tasked to be the bigger person, I've been that one that I may have a little bit more emotional maturity at that time, or just may not be in my feelings. I may not be as emotional. It really just depends. So it's a little bit easier to be the bigger person in that situation, because to me, I feel like it takes more energy to get down to the level of the person that's wronged you than it is to just take the high road and to kind of, as my dad would say, keep it moving. I don't feel pressure to be the bigger person in situations. I can only be true to me, right? That's the thing. I can only be true to myself and how I would operate. And I treat people how I would want to be treated. Okay. Now, sometimes if I would want to treat you and we gonna argue a little bit, I might treat you, we gonna argue a little bit, but for the most part, I try to treat people well. But I have, I told you all the situation that happened even a couple weeks ago with someone that I know, and I'm just like, hey, this is horrible. How you're acting at this moment. And at that point, I could have turned up. I could have done that, but I understood that what was going on at that moment was a true projection of what that person was going through it didn't have anything to do with me. So instead of getting down to that level, I chose to stay at my level, my frequency. Never let anybody throw off your frequency or how you do things. Just because people act a fool with you does not mean you have to act a fool with them too. Okay. So let's change the mindset of the pressure to be the bigger person, of it being pressure, but just being you, right? So if you show up and you have compassion for others, you treat them well, you do those things, that's what matters most. That's what matters most. So for me personally, I don't feel any pressure. I'm just going to do me. Okay. And if being the bigger person, or doing right by someone, or not holding it against them because they've had a moment and they've done something wrong, giving them grace, if that's what it is that I feel that I need to do, then that's fine. There are some situations where you cannot be the bigger person. Sometimes you do have to get on the level with people, especially if it's someone that has tried you multiple times. Okay. They have done things, they've disrespected you, they've, done something wrong to you. They wronged you in some type of way. You have a right to say something. You have a right to get down with them if you want to, but don't allow it to be pressure. Okay. It doesn't have to be pressure. It can be a very smooth transition of what happens. Okay. If you got to let somebody know you've done me wrong. Okay. I am going to go ahead and wrap it up there. I have one more word from one of our sponsors. And then when I come back, we're going to close it out with tonight's quote of the night and go ahead and just wrap this beautiful week up as best as possible. So I'll be right back.
Introducing the Roach Motel Ashtray, the greatest ashtray in the world. It's the ashtray of every smoker's dream. And the reason why is because it has a storage compartment with a lid on it, so you can keep all of your stuff away from the ashes. It's luxurious. It'll change your life. That's right, the Roach Motel Ashtray. And you can get it at www.roachmotelstore.com. Log on now and get yours today.
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. So I want to go ahead and close out tonight's show with the quote of the night. And I am going to dedicate this to family, because as you all know, I was out last week because I just needed some time after we laid my Uncle Jeff to rest. And so this is dedicated to Auntie Tracy, because she's watching, and to our family and what we had going on. And here it goes. When we reflect on the past, we recognize the struggles we never thought we would get through, the accomplishments we didn't think we would achieve, the breakthroughs that came from some of the hardest moments. When we reflect on the past and where it has brought us, we can allow it to bring some peace to our current struggle, to remind us of our own strength, our own resilience, and our own determination. To remember that the times when we are in the midst of struggle are followed by the times where we once blossom again. Okay. It's certainly been a trying time, and it has been a struggle. And I try to remind myself that through all of these things that we can, for in our darkest hour, there's still light. Okay. So I just wanted to leave you all with that word. I want to thank everyone for tuning in and jumping in on the conversation tonight. We certainly had a really, really good time. Now, one thing before I do go, make sure that you all are shopping the Lavish Looks by MzMetchi 50% off sale. Okay. I've got that going on up until September. I'm trying to get y'all together. Okay. I want to get y'all together before I go on vacation. Because once I go, Lavish Looks is going to be put on a quick pause. Okay. A quick pause. But I want to thank you all for tuning in. Again, shout out to everyone that jumped into the conversation. You all saw our friend DJ MH that he was on. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. If you haven't watched the first couple episodes of Showtime's The Shy, make sure that you go ahead and check him out on there. He's definitely dope, and he is doing his thing. Thank you to everyone that extended their congratulations for me being inducted into the Black Women's Professional League coming up in October. I appreciate everyone. It's been an amazing ride. So Auntie Tracy, of course, girl, I had to shout you out. She said she appreciates all the cards and the prayers and the love. I'm sure you do, Auntie Tracy. We love you. David said he's watching from Cedar Hill, Texas. Hey, David, what's going on? He said he loves watching The Shy. Make sure that you catch my friend. He was the DJ on there. Okay, make sure you guys catch it. And he said, need to see P Valley. Where is that? I'm not sure. I think that's Showtime too, right? I'm not sure. I think so. Well, I love you all. And until next week, okay, y'all make sure y'all come back with me, and be sure to be following the Blueprint Media Company on all platforms, and your girl, MzMetchi, for all the latest updates. And then, of course, make sure you shop that sale. Okay. Love you too, Auntie Tracy. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.